Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and today we've got some news regarding the Old Realms mod. This is the Warhammer Fantasy conversion mod for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. So I've been covering this every now and then because they do monthly updates, but this update is fairly large considering that we know when the next playable update is coming, at the last week of August apparently. This means that this month you'll be able to check out some expansions I think to the Empire areas, but also finally play as Bretonnians and try out a bunch of new fancy stuff. So yeah, let's talk. There's a bunch to actually check out now. So we can already see some renders of stuff like the prophetess dress, the prophetess staff. There's going to be quite a few things to showcase here. The Bretonnian horses look absolutely amazing. They'll show up in this video not too long now. I'm really excited to check this out. It's something that a lot of people are hyped up about, especially with the fact that we know that the old world, the Return of Warhammer Fantasy, is basically going to have a core Bretonnian faction at the very beginning, so a lot of people are hyped on the Bretonnian stuff. Honestly, I just can't wait to get a Bretonnian warhorse and get myself a lance and just smash into the enemies. If I recall correctly, I'm not sure if it was the last month's one or the month prior, they showed that charging with your horses is going to be much better now, especially since you'll be able to do a lot more damage, so I can't wait to just get a really cool Bretonnian charge there. As someone who's been painting a lot of Bretonnians recently, I must say, this is really cool. The environment showcases are pretty cool, so the team has confirmed that both the Empire and the Bretonnian factions will feature a range of cities, castles and villages that are partly reworked with vanilla maps and partly custom for their own mod. So we can see a bunch of Empire stuff. We'll be going into the Bretonnian stuff too. Everything is looking like it should. I'm so excited about this because there's one thing that I don't like about Bannerlord. There's a lot of stuff that looks the same. So yeah, just getting variety, especially, you know, Empire cities are supposed to look really large and imposing, whilst the Bretonnian ones are more regal, you know, more fancy, more kind of fantasy-esque, because, well, you know, it's Bretonnia, it's supposed to look more fairy tale-y, and everything I'm seeing is just absolutely freaking wonderful. This is going to be so cool to fight in, or even to defend. I'm imagining that defending a Bretonnian castle is going to be really fun from what we can see from, like, the layout and stuff. The villages look great. Everything looks like what you imagine it. Like, we have very little artwork when it comes to towns, cities, castles, all the usual stuff from Warhammer Fantasy Official. So seeing that interpreted with what little they have is just great. I'm just over the moon with what I can see. I can't wait to fight all over these places. This is definitely going to be one of these campaigns that I'm going to stream. Literally just can't wait to do a Bretonnian playthrough. It's been on my mind ever since they announced that they were going to start doing Bretonnia stuff. So we're getting a little bit of information regarding the classes for the Prophetess and the Warrior Priest of Sigmar. So let's check out the details that we have here. We're very aware that the Warrior Priest needs more love, and we started the process by introducing a priest career that will work with or towards having priestly powers. The current healing ability the Warrior Priest has will be replaced with 4 different battle prayers, as well as its own unique progression tree tied to our new career system. So this new career system was showcased, I believe, it was last month's one, or again the month before, so there's a lot that's coming here. Prayers are unlocked differently to magic. It requires you to increase your faith skill until you are considered worthy of the abilities. If you start the game or following a priest career, which for now includes the Damsel and Warrior Priest, then you'll automatically unlock them. Also, unlike magic, prayers don't require a resource like Winds of Magic to function. Instead, they have a cooldown to keep them balanced, as they can be quite powerful. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I'm quite excited about this. I'll probably do an Empire playthrough a little bit later on, but first, Bretonnia, that's the big one. However, let's look at some stuff. So we can see the icons here in relations to the actual abilities for the battle prayers. I'm imagining they'll be kind of similar to what we had in the tabletop, and obviously what we have in Total War Warhammer. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. The artwork is really nice. And yeah, we can see the actual skill tree, I guess we can call it, the career tree, for the Archlector, the Warrior Priest of Sigmar. You can kind of boost up. So you start off as a cultist, then you go into Warrior Priest, then you go up to a Archlector, and we do see a career ability here, Righteous Fury. The Warrior Priest is unleashing the Wrath of Sigmar, which will make him and surrounding allies' melee attacks stronger by 20% for 8 seconds. Yeah, that's not bad. It's got some further effects here. Troops with this effect can't be staggered. Yeah, very useful for big melee. For every point in faith, the melee effect becomes 0.05% stronger and 0.05 seconds longer. The cooldown is you take 50 points of damage. Oof, that's going to be painful. I guess you're going to need to have a healer around so you can actually keep reusing it. Makes sense, though, because it does look like some of this stuff can be very, very strong. Speaking of which, we're going to look at one of their abilities, as one of the videos was kindly provided by the devs. Alright, now we've got some information regarding the Damsel. The Damsel of the Lady will give you the opportunity to become one of the strongest magic users and priests at the same time, which is ideal for those who want more magic to play with. While the Damsel of the Lady does not have a career ability, she will instead be able to learn a total of 3 schools of magic, oh wow, and has options to buff herself and troops in combat. Okay, 3 schools of magic, I'm assuming what? Law of Life, yeah, Law of Life is going to be terrifying, there's actually a video of that there. Yeah, let's continue. So she'll also have access to prayers. We can see the icons here. So she's going to kind of work like a battle priest also. Yeah, okay, she's going to be quite strong. At the end of the day, I mean, if you're going to play as a prophetess, which is supposed to be like one of the strongest there, yeah, it makes sense. Dude, Bretonnia's sounding pretty damn tasty. Hopefully we'll be able to get them as, you know, companions and stuff so I can actually have a nice hero squad. Go back to Hero Hammer days. So no career ability, we already know that. And you start off as a Grail Maid. You get a few options there. Then you can go to Grail Damsel. And then finally up to a Prophetess. I mean, this is sounding pretty cool. It looks pretty interesting. The career system definitely adds in a lot of flavor. Obviously, there's a fun system with leveling up with Bannerlord, but having a little bit extra, especially for a Warhammer universe, definitely makes it look a lot cooler. Now, with all that being said, some of you guys want to see a spell in action. Let's go check out Dwellers Below before we move on to the next bit of information.
Die! Everyone have at him!
And lastly, something really freaking cool. So in an effort to make it feel more lore-friendly and just like you're in the Warhammer Fantasy world, they've added in RPG text adventure events. We also wanted to add a little bit more flavor to the overworld part of Bannerlord. We thought one of the best ways to do this was through text adventures. We wanted to introduce this so that as you travel, events can happen, both randomly and sometimes triggered by something. When these events pop up, they will require you to interact and make decisions to reach a variety of outcomes. This can be affected by character skills or traits, such as being a vampire, and a range of options in an interactive dialogue will become available. It could result in treasure, unique weapons, or something more dangerous. Dude, that sounds freaking incredible! So one example that they put out here is that you enter a village and it's been plague-ridden, which is something that happens fairly often in Bretonnia. So you leave your party camped at the edge of the village and decide to enter alone, wearing a simple commoner's clothes to avoid attention. As you step into the village, a foul stench assaults your senses. The air hangs heavy with the scent of decay, mingled with the lingering odor of despair. Narrow, deserted streets wind through dilapidated buildings, their facades worn and battered by time and neglect. The villagers, once vibrant and lively, now shuffle along like haunted specters, the vitality snuffed out by the merciless grip of an unknown plague. Dude, this is so freaking cool! I love this! This just adds in a lot of flavor. I'm imagining that when you continue go in and you have to like kill them off or something, or you can go away and then come back with your forces. This is so fun. Yeah, I love this. I absolutely love this. It's going to add in a lot more roleplay aspect to it, which is just amazing. Yeah, super happy. And this last example seems to focus around Attilian Blade Master, so maybe you have to duel him or something. God, this all sounds really, really cool, and you get a nice little visual of one of these, I'm assuming a Bretonnian town? Either way, wow, yeah, this is all looking really, really cool. I can't wait until the end of this month then. I can't believe it's finally happening. Yeah, I mean, as always, this mod has always been phenomenal, right? We've seen quite a lot of really cool stuff when you play as a vampire, when you play as an Imperial, but this is all just adding to it. It kind of feels like it's its own separate thing. God damn, I can't wait to see how it turns out. But yeah, there'll be a link to this blog in the description below so you can check it out. Obviously, I'll keep you updated when the release finally happens, as this is something that I've been keeping a good eye on for a while. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a discussion. I'm sure you guys are excited for this too, because yeah, this looks amazing. So yeah, I'll see you all again very, very soon, and have a good day.